How are you doing, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Britton Frost. I am a philosophical writer and a personality consultant for business, relationships, and personal growth. I take a very unique approach to personality readings. I combine the best bits of 3 different systems. That's Myers-Briggs, Big Five, and natal chart astrology, centered around the natal chart. For a complete reading, you get a full written report as well as an audio file with elaborative commentary. It's like nothing that you get anywhere else. So check that out in the link below, as well as my blog and my other work. Currently working on a couple books at the moment as well, in philosophy of perception and morality. So anyway, today doing a bit of an opinion video on what I think are the 3 most attractive rising signs in astrology. So your rising sign is the mask that you wear when you're in an unfamiliar situation. It's what you show up as whenever you're still in the adaptation phase of a new setting. It's what you're unconsciously projecting, when you're kind of looking around, figuring out how to fit into a new setting. Some are more likely to kind of jump off the deep end and get in there. Like a Leo rising may be more quick to call attention to themselves than, say, a Pisces rising. But it is that unconscious projection before you've really broken the ice with people. Your rising sign, or ascendant as it's always called, is also very important because it is that line from the center of your chart to the western edge of it that really sets up how the houses and the signs are aligned. And the houses are very important because those, we could say 1 through 12, are the different phases of development that you take through life, and they're the contexts of life in which the planets that are in those houses show up and are expressed and are most prominent. So there's a lot bearing on the rising sign. It's very important, and arguably more important than your sun sign over time as you mature and your ego, or you become less, ego driven, as most of us are earlier in life. But also it has to do with physical appearance, what your style is like, how you dress, and also your physiological traits. So here are my 3 favorites for 3 different reasons. So there's a bit of objectivity to it, but they do tend to be the ones that I gravitate toward anyway. The first one is Aries rising. Aries is a very youthful energy. It's a young soul sort of energy. And the way that's expressed, physically through the rising sign is that it's expressive, kind of like a kid, and it has a youthful energy to it. Not so much that they carry a youthful look through age, but they just age very well, because Aries is all about the body, being into the body, being one with the body, comfortable with the body. There's a lot of physical energy with Aries. And so especially if they take care of themselves, avoid drugs and alcohol and substances, they will age extremely well. But they age in a way that they look their age, and they look very good for their age. So the men are masculine, and they become more attractive through the years. The women are very feminine, and they maintain their feminine attractiveness through the years. And at least the ones I know tend to have lighter colored features, lighter hair, lighter eyes, bluish eyes. So that adds to the appeal as well. Very, youthful, sexy, well-aging energy. The second is Scorpio rising. The word is sexy. Okay, you don't really know what they're up to. You don't really. There's a bit of mystery with Scorpio risings when you first meet them, because they're really kind of observing. It's all in the eyes. Look at Scorpio rising's eyes. They're big, but they're squinty, and they're kind of shifty. They're kind of expressive. They're looking around kind of like this. And there's a darkness and a mystery about them. Like, you don't really know what they're up to, but you kind of want to know. They can be very intimidating, so they can put you off. So they're not the most approachable energy, but there definitely is a sexual exuberance about the presence. They, as you would expect from any Scorpio energy, they tend to dress in darker colors, black, and neutral black. Not that they're trying to hide anything, but, you know, they might be. So you're always wondering what they're up to, but very sexy Scorpio rising. And the third, I'm going to say Capricorn rising. Again, for a different reason. They know how to dress for an occasion. They may look better than the bride or groom. Not intentionally, not to attract attention to themselves at a wedding, but because they know how to dress for the occasion and they know how to put on appearances. They generally stand upright, they have good posture in social settings, and they project confidence and competence. They are very attractive, tend to have higher cheekbones, but well-defined bone structure in the face. They tend to have deeper set eyes and a very strong and can be an intimidating look, you know? Whereas Scorpio risings are more like, oh, intimidating, like I don't know what they're up to, like are they hiding something, like do they like me or not? Capricorn rising is more of just a projection of confidence and competence in whichever realm that they're situated in. They're often put in positions of authority and leadership roles because they look like they can handle it, you know? And so the converse side to this is that they can be quite laid back. They do dress for the occasion. If it's a formal setting, they really go all out. If it's a casual setting, they just look good and they look in themselves, usually more neutral colors because they're an earth sign. And again, they project that confidence and the competence that you get from Capricorn, you know? But when they're on their own at home, I mean, look at me. I'm a Capricorn rising. What's up? You know, I'm in my pajama pants. I'm making a video for you guys. I'm not trying to impress you, you know? Just trying to give you a little bit of interesting information. And I hope you like it, you know? But if you don't, fuck off, you know? But that's Capricorn rising, you know? Kind of knows what needs to be done and does it. Doesn't really care much about what you think, but will put on appearances to make sure that the right people, the right even business connects, do find them. So anyway, that's my breakdown on the 3 most attractive rising signs in my opinion. Also about Capricorn risings, they age well. Also, they, unlike Aries rising, who looks their age and maybe has an Aries glow about their expression, Capricorn's kind of the opposite. They tend to be maybe older soul energy, but they have a youthful glow about their physical appearance. So they look younger than their age through the years. That's the style in which they age well. So anyway, yeah, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.